the copper drill seems to keep up just fine. But I think I might have to find another iron drill and split up here because my smelters keep running out.
You might need to do what?
The uh, the miner, the Mark One, it says it's going into a splitter into two smelters,
Mm-hmm.
but my smelters keep running out of ore.
Um, they may or may not have ran out of ore because I just took it all out of them. I don't know why it did that. I think my Satisfactory screen on the stream just may have just kind of like locked up. So I had to restart the stream, but hopefully it's good now. I really don't. I don't usually have that many problems with it. You're just moving stuff around. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a miner here.
Mm.
Move the storage units.
And so yeah, so a little bit of technical difficulties, but I think I am back. I don't know if it's uh I don't know if I had some like packet loss with the the internet connection or what it was, but I just restarted it up, so it should be all right. And like I said, I'm gonna help my brother out for a bit. I wanted to play Minecraft today, but he just loaded the game, so I'm like, I'll go play with you. No problem. Let's jump in and play. So here we are. Conveyor belts. I do really want those ingots. I didn't want to close that. And so, of course, since he's in the beginning of the game, like a lot of the game is sitting in like handcrafting. He's getting some of the things up and running, but I figured I'd go ahead and handcraft a few things just to get some stuff in my pockets. So, what do you think of the game so far?
Oh, I'm enjoying it.
I told you it's pretty fun. It's a pretty chill game. I am a technical difficulty. It's like my middle name is technical difficulties. I agree. It's true. You're a technical difficulty too, by the way. Just
I know.
saying. Not you. My brother's like, I am a technical difficulty too. See? Like it like runs in the family over here. So So what are you doing up so late if you have to be up in like 5.5 hours? Like are you
I
just
don't. I don't have to be up in 5.5 hours. I gotta. it's a mandatory training tomorrow. I got to do, but it's not until like 3:30 in the afternoon. In the afternoon.
My brother answers.
Oh,
Well, to be fair, I don't think my brother sleeps very much either, so I think there's that. Huh, B.
and indeed.
I'll just call you B, so then you know when I'm speaking to you versus when I'm speaking to somebody in the chat room.
All right, so I got 2 iron ore drills going into mixers.
In the chat. You've been watching Bart Simpson lately?
Uh,
My brother's so confused. He's like, Bart Simpson, what are you talking about? Poor B. Since he's not actually watching the stream, he has like he's only getting like half this conversation, and so he's confused. Hobby.
indeed.
So, what do you think? Not you, B. Um, not you. Um, what do you think of my new avatar? My VTube girl. No, we're talking on Steam chat. It's okay, so the left eye gets twitchy when I turn my head too far over, and since I have like 65, 70 inches worth of monitor, I have a really hard time not turning my head when I'm trying to read the chat. Uh, I'm I'm a huge nerd. It's true. It's absolutely true. You can even ask B. He'll he'll agree. I think that I am probably the nerdiest person he knows. Is that right?
I don't know about the nerdiest, but you're probably in the top 10.
Well, I'm in the top 10, so I'll take it. Discord is better. Yes, I agree. Um, I don't know if I don't know if B has Discord. I suspect he probably does. I never really. No. Do you? I think you do.
Oh yeah,
Haven't we
who
talked in
doesn't?
Discord before?
Oh yeah,
Give me 1 second. Try to look over to the side without like turning my head so her eyes don't twitch. I've been really trying to like just do some slight modifications so that she doesn't do that whole twitchy thing. She's supposed to close both eyes at the same time when I turn my head, and she's doing better. Ha! I see you in my Discord. Welcome. I will copy this. You
All
have.
right.
What did you send me that needs to be reviewed? Hold on. I'm not approving that message. I'm just gonna let that one I'm just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna let that one go just to give you a hard time about that one. But I mean, yeah, you're not necessarily wrong. Um, the uh, so the physics on the model, um, everything is kind of set to its own physics, and so like the left and right of like the hair is like in sync, but like all the pieces kind of go with their own, and then like yeah the clothes are a little bit the ribbon. You're not wrong. The ribbon could use some work.
Physics.
Yeah, it's just the way that the rigger did did the animation on the character. Anyways, I really like her as she is anyways, so I'm not really going to try to tweak her ribbon just to appease your I want the left and right side of the ribbon to be exactly matching. Yeah. I specifically told the rigger that I didn't want her to be like 100% like exactly the same. So on both sides. So that was probably the Oh, I'm totally blaming you. It's all your fault. 150,000% times 6. He just told me don't blame me. Yeah. You know what that is? That's like instant invite for blaming. How deep are we in the game? Like he just bought this game and loaded it up. He's literally just planted his hub and dropped down some of the like the first like machines that he can make. He doesn't even have foundations yet. And I'm just running around his base taking resources, so.
Well, I just automated a whole bunch of the resources, so there should be a ton coming through, so I'm not having to run from node to node to node.
Yeah, no, you're doing fine. There's nothing wrong with how you're playing the game. You are gonna run out of biomass though.
I got a whole bunch of it in the little personal safe. I'll refill them here real quick.
Yeah, so in this game, I got it. You get leaves and pieces of wood, and then you refine them into, well, yeah, you like refine them into biomass, and then you use the biomass to power the generators, or at least the first levels of the generators. Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming at a certain
Oh, you're
point you get
asking
better.
questions, and you're like, I have the game. I own this
I'm
game.
assuming at a certain point you get better generators.
At a certain point, you get pretty much better everything. Pretty much. Pretty much a little better, like, everything.
Concrete for a day.
Let's help him out with a couple of things here. That's just driving me batty. Yep, we'll just leave that right up there. Doesn't matter. More storage. Yeah. Well, he's combining them into one, and he's got a backlog, and so what he needs is more storage containers.
Yeah, well, I just separated out the copper because I saw the copper was plugging everything up.
I thought I could make some spaghetti in this game. Congratulations.
Move the containers over yonder.
Stop breaking his base. He doesn't mind. He doesn't mind at all. Would you like me to come play in your game too? Oh, and I'm not like the best person for like organizing the bases either. I make like pure spaghetti sometimes.
Milestone reached. You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
Alright, well, I just did an unlock.
Oh, I know you're gonna like you just spout off as much as you can. I know how you are. And yes, my brother is technically hosting. So if you want to join the game, then you're gonna need to add my brother on Steam. Yeah, it says spout off. You know
Basic
it's
walls.
you know it's true. It's
Yeah.
true.
Do I get foundations? Lookout tower. I was trying to build an elevator. Actually, I might have all the stuff for it now.
Maybe take the stuff out of my pocket. Whoa.
I need
We need foundations.
301. Do you have to build it on a foundation?
I mean, you're gonna want to move it onto a foundation later if you don't build it on a foundation. But I mean, you do you.
Like 2-meter foundations?
I just do like a 1 meter foundation and do something like maybe like this. Oh, you don't have any mods.
You get rid of these trees.
That's the chainsaw.
Oh, okay. I haven't unlocked that yet.
You will. Watch this. Be right back. That's what you said? What are you doing? 167 concrete. Watch this, be right back, and then it just disappear. It's probably gonna go.
Cool. I got everything but the metal rods.
Well, at least you're making them, so. But yeah, now there's really no like right or wrong way to play the game. You just kind of play it how you want. But and you can make a giant mess, or you can make something that's completely like organized and uh. I think in your first like my the first time I ever played this game, I made an absolute biggest mess like ever. But I still make pretty big messes. But I do go back and I clean them up. So is this going to be enough space for it? I think it needs a little bit more space.
Eventually, I just got enough stuff for it. I can build it here.
Okay. So the build skybox, to where you can build to is something like the top of the space elevator at its full, like, extended length. So when you're building, if you want to build up, you can pretty much go as high as you want.
That's cool.
Now, this is just my preference, and it's not necessarily everybody's preference. Some people like to just put foundations down where they're going to build something. I like to connect all of my foundations together.
Makes sense. So you're all on the same grid.
Yeah, that's what I do, or at least what I try to do. Don't always do it. Sometimes I end up making some things that are off of it, but I prefer to.
Doesn't look like there's anything I can do with the space elevator at the moment. But I can build the mom.
The ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should probably build the ma'am. Actually, I don't know if it's mom or ma'am, but it's MAM, so don't know.
Looks like that thing probably requires power.
Everything requires power. I am kind of at the point right now where I'm like I have fuel refiners in my base, and almost to the point where I need to go to like nuclear reactors. I actually built some nuclear reactors, but they're not hooked up to anything, and they're not like located in a good spot. They're like right outside my base, which is not where you want to put your nuclear reactors. But
Yeah.
on my base, that's where I have them right now, and then I'm gonna move them out, but not quite ready for the nuclear reactors. You have to have, so my understanding is you have to have a lot of power to actually get the nuclear reactors like up and running, and so yeah, I'm not there yet in my game. I also have mods though, so if you ever want to like join my game, you are of course more than welcome to. You just need to be mindful that I have mods. The ma'am research is complete. I hate it when the no, do not fall off. This weapon sucks, and I'm just getting face dodged right now. Where'd the guy go?
New recipe unlocked. New research available in the NAM. New resource added to the resource.
Right, well, I did that in the most like absolutely like ridiculous way possible.
Yeah.
You're like, I agree.
Well, I unlocked what I could in the MAM.
Nice. You'll be able to lock more stuff as you go. Oh, I see. This is what you really need. The big animals are not mean. You hit them, they'll just run away.
Let's see if there's doing any drops, but it doesn't look like I can kill it. Alright, so let's see what's the next unlock I need.
Watch this. Be right back. And these things and such. Stuff and things. Widgets and gizzets and gizmos. Galore. Stuff and things. It's my thoughts exactly. Don't worry, you're really not missing half of any conversation.
Not really. I get too involved with what I get doing,
If
and
you
I get
wanna,
quiet.
if you wanna hop on and play, what PvP? What are you talking about, PvP? This game is not a PvP game. This, but if you wanna hop on and play, I'll send you my brother's like Steam, and then you can join his game if you really want to. There's no PvP in this game. I don't think you really want to play though. Like, I think you're just talking. You're versed in dark magic. Well, I'm versed in white magic. My my wizard hat is so on the light side that it's invisible. You see. Invisible. Yes, it's translucent. Do you need the crafting station?
No. I built a second crafting station. I'm just went to go collect my concrete, but you moved all my miners.
I don't know what you're talking about. I did
Yeah.
no
Can
such.
you auto mine those?
What do you... Yes. Yes, I'm...
Mark 1 miner?
Don't do it yet. Hold on. Don't do it yet. I'm just gonna delete it.
Only drawback is I'm missing concrete. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, here. Here, hold on. Come here. Oh, I used all the concrete. But you can have this. I take his stuff, and then I'm like, here, you can have part of it back. Can't have all of it back. That's mine now. I'm keeping it.
Those things auto make concrete?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, because I didn't see. Oh, it has an option for it now. I didn't have an option for it before.
Oh, I'm too close. Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh, I was connecting this thing up.
There's a tree. Yeah, you can go ahead and put your power lines. How am I supposed to cut the trees down? I have nothing to cut the trees down right now. And he totally needs foundations. Just saying. He can make them. He needs them. If I've done anything questionable in my brother's game, it was that I pocketed 2 of his miners.
Eh.
But trust me, he doesn't care. Some of these things in the game takes a very, very long time. I straight up thieveried from him. There I go again.
Ah, well,
Not gonna cut down the trees. Get him to tier 2 and stop fooling with his noob stuff. He's not asking me to, like, advance him in the game. He did not say, hey, you know, Coder, I want you to come in and I want you to beat the game for me. He said, you know, come and play with me. And so I'm in his game. I'm supporting his game. I'm helping him, but I'm not trying to race him to tier 2. I mean, I could run out and go get coal, but what good would that do? And then he wouldn't like explore. Oh, you mean when like my shoulders like hurt like so bad after that raid because like carrying you was so hard. Yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. You know? Yeah. I'm gonna
alright.
stick to that story. Hurt shoulders. Oh, and my back. It still hurts. It's been like years, but man, my back still hurts from that. That's why I had to carry you. It's because you were all trying to like, I know. You were all trying to like top charts. And so you like went in that like raid and you like blew all your mana within like a few moments, posted your little log file and were like, I'm really good. And then your healing output like stunk for the rest of the raid. I said it. What is this? You have to do your things in the same order that they're going. Or else they won't connect.
Well, the problem wasn't that. It was I put the container backwards. Is what I did.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
was trying to
happens.
go. I was trying to go in and out.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Ew. There, helped him get to his helping him get to his milestone. I just put 3 concrete in there.
Okay.
Ah. Hey, he's got everything going into boxes now, and slowly.
Indeed. Ah, I heard a joke today.
Uh-oh. What did you hear?
That what I heard was, do you know why they always name hurricanes after women?
I think I'm not gonna find this funny, but go ahead.
Because in the beginning it's all wet and wild, and in the end they leave with your house and car.
Uh. It is not true. It is not true. Like, I have somebody over here like agreeing, and it's like, oh, that's so true. I don't know. I might not be the right like. Yeah. I did left with yours. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, you and me was, yeah, your house and your super epic flying mount. I mean, I may have gotten a Warcraft drop that you wanted, but to be fair, like, if you think about it, like, you would come into the game and, like, you would play, um, for, like, 2 months and then disappear for, like, how long? Like, forever. And then you'd come back in and you'd drop off some, like, you know, you drop off some herbs in the guild bank and be like, I paid my way. Carry me. I'm joking, I'm joking. You weren't really a carry. Unless if you were, like, really, like, drunk and then, and you were trying to, you know, hit parses. And then that was kind of another story. Yeah.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, I know. I was there. Yeah, I was there. I was there. And I'm glad I wasn't on the healing team because they were like low key complaining. It was quite interesting. Fun times,
Did
fun
you,
times. Yeah? What? Did I what?
Oh, here we go. This is what it was.
Did I take all the concrete from the box? Yes.
No, I ran out of biofuel. I was trying to figure out why the thing kept tripping.
Fire magnets? What? I'm not unmodding those either. Those are just using bad words. But I mean, I agree. They may have been fire magnets, though. I mean, if there was fire, somebody was stepping in it. You're not wrong. And they wouldn't just step in the fire. They would like they would like stand in the fire and like not move. And like be completely oblivious to the fact that there was even fire in the first place.
Move another one of my containers?
That was empty. I was just cleaning house. They roll around it. Well, I don't know. Like, the, I've been in a few, like, Warcraft groups that like, roll around in the fire constantly. It wasn't the first. But you would sit there and you would pop everything, and then you would ask for, like, you would call out for every single mana cooldown out of the whole raid. And you would just blow all of it all at like once, and then you'd be like, link parse. You for 5 seconds. You were pumping HPs for like 5 seconds, and then you'd be like, alright, I'm out. And then your little like boom kid would just stand there. And then you'd slash dance in the middle of the raid because you couldn't do anything. It was so dumb. You were like the best, worst healer ever. I tell ya. When you wanted to be really good, you were really good. But when you were just screwing around. Like the best, worst one. Yes, that's what I think. You know it. You know it. I remember. I airing your dirty laundry on my stream. Dirty Warcraft laundry. Were you in the raid? You were. You remember the raid we were in where the one guy, like almost every single raid night, he'd fall asleep on his computer and his little character would like run off of like the Lich King's platform and he'd like wake up like 10, 20 minutes later and he'd be like, oh shit, dude. Oh, guys, sorry, I fell asleep. Like every single raid night, like halfway through the raid, that guy would fall asleep in the middle of it. It just kind of got to the point where everybody's like, I think he's asleep again. Do you remember that? Fortunately, it wasn't you. You may have been known for, like, popping cooldowns and calling for every single mana cooldown in the game. But you weren't running your little character off the side of the edge of the platform and just, suiciding every single night because you'd fall asleep. Sometimes you could hear him, like, snoring on, what was it? It was Vent, I think, Ventrilo they were using at the time. Like, yeah. He would, like, fall asleep and start snoring on there. I'm not a hater. I thought it was hilarious. Oh, it's funny. Decide you needed a little bit of extra limestone?
Yeah, well, you have two of the reactors doing it, but I think it's actually kind of between it splitting it up. I think it's slowing it down a little bit. So I was gonna manually pump some limestone into them once those reactors are done.
Yeah, it makes sense. Mm. Character has like no jump powers. Hmm. You just keep those in your email.
This concrete's what I needed for wait for the next upgrade. I'm just waiting on it to
Climbed all the
hurry
way
and
up
get done.
here. Can't do anything. What? The towels? Hmm. Boop. You can't believe how many towels?
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing
You can't. Well,
Additionally,
I don't know how much you were or were not.
There, I believe. Ooh, I can make a chainsaw now.
Congratulations. You should do that. You should make a train
I
saw,
will.
and then you should get rid of some of these trees.
I will. Looks like I need a whole bunch of crap for it. A whole bunch of stuff. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. You take a sec. You take a sec. You. Sec to you. I spent all that time to build that little platform, and you can't even do anything with it yet.
What platform?
Oh, the tether.
Mmm. Power slug.
You want a chainsaw?
I do.
I'll make you one too.
Well, thank you very much. I would appreciate that.
All right, a chainsaw made in the box.
Thank you. I grabbed a power slug and some bauxite. So
Now, does it need fuel or something to run?
the power slug? No.
The chainsaw.
Chainsaw's gonna need like biofuel.
Yeah.
Can you make biofuel yet? You can.
Yeah, there should be some in the in here. Or biomass.
I have biomass, and then I'll make a little, and then I'll put some of it in the box.
All right. Be a lot nicer than having to collect the leaves.
Yes.
I can make the wood into biofuel and then, or into biomass, and then biofuel.
Yeah, here, let me give you some of this. Let me give you some of this. I'm putting it in the box here. You just have that. And then I'll make a little bit more. But you should be able to make more of the biomass biofuel
Mm.
generators. Because right now your capacity is not a whole lot higher than your consumption. So you need another one anyways.
I made I need to make another oil burner.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that. We just cut some of these.
You want me to go get him to coal? I mean, you're not wrong. He's still pretty short on like materials though, like just the I don't want to handcraft all that stuff. Yeah. No, he would do well.
Yeah. Well, the chainsaw cuts wood a little bit faster. Hopefully, is the conversion rate to the biofuel better? I guess. Hopefully.
Uh the the biomass is better than or the biofuel is better than the biomass.
Mm.
You are right. Oh, I know. He's not that far away from coal, if I remember. Yes, I was 50. Yeah, 50. It was not 50. You are being a troll. Stop being a stop being a troll. Oh, I know. I know. You're so funny.
All right, so I can make here in a second 700 biofuel.
700
Oh, that's gonna take.
solid biofuel?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. You
This is
should.
gonna take a long time. We should maybe automate that. I will focus on building another bioburner.
Yes, you should make another bioburner. Oh, yeah,
And
yeah. You're so hilarious. I was laughing so
I think I'm gonna
hard.
start putting the bioburners on to the platforms that we made over here.
So hard. Just laughing. Hello, Mr. Imitator. Um, I've played Satisfactory, like off and on for a few years. I think I hadn't played it, I think, in a while because my last save game was from like 2000, I think, and one. But I just was playing for about a week in my own save game, and I'm really just like helping my brother out right now, kind of get kind of started in the game. I would not say that I am like an expert in Satisfactory. There's a lot that I've never done. Um, but enough that I've got a pretty good idea of where some of the stuff is on the maps. And I get around all right. Do you play Satisfactory, Mr. Imitator? Okay, I will let that one go through the mod. Meanie. But yes, I'll admit I'm not like an absolute expert in the game. So, and yeah, I really enjoy this game. It's a lot of fun.
All right, so the solid biofuel is 4 per minute.
This is the most aggressive chat filter. Well, if you stop dropping F-bombs in it, then, you know, it won't block everything that you say. I did not repeat the word that you said. It is too a curse word. Well, okay, so noob gets like I think filtered out because it could potentially be like an actual insult, and I know that you're not actually insulting me. You're just kind of like you're trolly, but you're not like really a troll, and I know that you actually don't mean anything like mean because you're not actually being mean to me. Um, uh, but it could be, and so yeah, the auto mod like blocks it out because if you were, you know, being mean, then you know that would be something that, you know, it would be good to mod. But I mean, the rest of everything else that you had posted, those little F bombs, I'd say that the auto mod did a pretty good job on those. You even tried like spelling it differently a few times, and it still wouldn't let it through. I saw that. You've been trying to beat the game from the expert biome. Now, question: when you're playing on the expert biome, are you so there's different ways that people play this. Well, it's 18 plus, but that doesn't mean the F bombs are like appropriate. I'd say that like F bombs are something that you'd expect like an 8-year-old to actually like drop. Adults should be able to, you know, not have to drop F bombs every other sentence. Just saying, Mr. Cleat Uslar. I don't like calling you that because I know what your other like gamer tags are, and it just doesn't sound right. But so when you're playing in the expert biome, do I know that some people play where, you know, like I tend to do like sky bases, or, you know, I elevate my bases off of the ground. But some people like to play with the terrain, and so they go ahead and they build foundations, but they follow the terrain. Are you playing in the expert biome following the terrain, or are you like elevated basing it, or what is your strategy to beating the game from the expert biome? And I don't know why my little character's little right eye is like twitching. But I catch it every once in a while doing it, and I'm like, I don't think I'm just like winking at everybody so much, so. It's the settings. And the problem is that like I kind of have like small eyes, and so like it's kind of like I don't have very big facial features, and so like getting her mouth to move when I speak was actually quite difficult because it's like the camera never like thinks that my mouth is actually like opening. And then like the same thing with the eyes. I have I don't know if they're small eyes or if it's just hard for it to see, but it doesn't like pick up like right. I don't know. Anyways, I'll still keep tweaking her, and eventually maybe she'll work a little bit better. But she does blink when I blink. I think just sometimes the camera doesn't pick it up. Maybe it's the angle that I have the camera because it's not like directly in front of my face. It's kind of like above me. So it could be. It could just be that. Probably. I probably need a better place to put my camera. I have giant eyes. I look like an alien, in person. Like my eyes are so big.
I can contest to that.
You, you be quiet. I originally was using the crater in the northeast corner for the skyhook for the first level or two. We're moving to the desert proper so I can build wide and work on a mega factory. Yeah, in my save game, I'm in the desert. That's exactly where mine is. It's a spaghetti factory. You could call it a mega factory. It's spaghetti. It's actually not so bad. Been spending a little bit of time working on cleaning it up, and so it looks a lot better than it did. But there for a little bit, I had some massive spaghetti. It's spaghetti because I'm bad at organizing, and you're probably right. Absolutely. If I
You
would
want to
have
set?
organized it in the first place, then had I went and like pulled up a website that told me, how to get to my end game goal at a certain rate and just told me everything that I could have like built in what order, I could have planned out the entire place and like it'd have been clean from the beginning. I wouldn't go as far as doing that, but I'm just joking. I've got to like fire back when you fire at me.
All right. So where do you think we should set up a thing for the bio production?
Well, I think that where you have it is kind of good, but I would not put it in the same row as like where it's going to touch your space elevator. So I would do it like one row back, like maybe like maybe another row of foundations, and then put them on that row.
Cool. You think what direction should we face in?
And that's not a
Is it like-
bio burner. Oh, you're trying to automate it.
Yeah, I don't think I have a bio burner.
You can't automate these to fill them because there's no thing. What you need
Yeah,
to
but
do.
can't I automate it so it can make the biomass?
You can, but you're gonna end up with a bunch of these biomass burners at least off the get-go before you get coal. So I would give yourself ample room for there, and then maybe like over here.
So this, I figured this row here is
Yeah,
for
except
the
you're
bio burners.
You're gonna run into your space elevator.
Oh, okay. So yeah, maybe we'll roll it back a little bit here.
Yeah.
Move the foundations back.
Yeah, and they just set up a constructor that goes into a box that's near them, and you could do two constructors, and you can put leaves in one, wood in the other one, and have them make the biomass. Your power's out.
Yeah, I think I might have ran out of. No, this one still says it's running. This one's running.
Your stuff's not running.
There's no power. I wonder if the burners back here ran out of.
So one of the things that I do is for every machine, and not everybody does this, but for every machine I put a power pole.
I ran out of power pole. All the power's running, so.
You missed
But,
the banter between us? Yeah. We used to banter all the time. Mr.
Oh,
Imitator
I see what's going on here.
says he channels his inner Bob Ross when playing Satisfactory to allow myself to build a stream of consciousness style, so as long as I'm pleased with the outcome, the smaller details don't matter as much.
Okay, these back.
Sounds like you might make some really like nice fancy factories. I tend to make like either like Walmart factories or spaghetti. Oh, and I'm the one that got all busy? Well, it is what it is. That's what happens. What was I doing? I was like working and going to college like full time. It's a hard life.
What am I missing? Okay, I'm missing concrete.
So you glad you bought the game so far?
Yeah.
What are you thinking of it so far? I mean, I know you're still in the beginning.
I'm liking it.
One of the things that I do with this game, just so that you know, is when I'm like done playing it, I just let it run, typically overnight. Um, Now you have biofuel burners, which means that they can run out of biofuel, but especially once you get to coal, and you have like continuous power, letting it run overnight, what it would do is just everything would just kind of keep running, and it would just help fill your storage boxes for the morning. So then the next day or that you play, then you have storage boxes full of goodies,
Yeah.
loot for you to use to build whatever you want. Um, it's not as big of a deal, I think, on some of the like the lower level mats, but once you get into some of the harder mats that aren't made like as quickly, like letting the game just run sometimes is really nice because you can kind of collect up some of those things that would take a long time to wait. Or, I mean, you can speed them up by going and getting more nodes and more resources and building more things. And but the higher up the tier it gets, the more complicated that gets as well too. And so
Yeah.
production just does slow down at the higher tiers. And but yeah, sometimes letting the game just run for a while is great. So I don't know if you plan on doing that, but I would say consider that.
Yeah, so we have to do a storage container. Coming out.
How late are you planning on playing?
Oh, I don't know. A while.
Cool.
Over to. Alright, so a storage container to a
I'm just making biofuel for you, so I'm like an extra constructor, I guess.
Maybe I should make this a little bit bigger. I want foundations.
So, Cleet Uslar, have you been playing any games lately at all? I know you don't have a lot of time, but have you been playing anything? And if so, what have you been playing? Sunken Land and Rust? I don't think I played either one of those. So many games out there, though. GTA role playing? What is GTA role playing?
Grand Theft Auto.
You were role playing in the game? Like,
Yeah, there's special servers you can do for the role play, and
oh. Hmm. I see. I see. And what kind of a character were you role playing on your GTA server? What was your character's thing? Did it have a thing? So, Brian, have you played GTA role playing? You seem to know about this.
I know about it. I don't play it though.
Hmm. Have you looked into it?
I did. I kind of looked at kind of interesting, and then I decided do some that it wasn't really my cup of tea.
Hmm. Oh, it wasn't an accusatory question. I was just curious. You're. I let it through. I let it through. I knew you were gonna complain about that filter. You owned a heavy recovery tow yard? Hmm. Well, I mean, as long as you had fun. I mean, sounds worth it.
Hey, a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Do I have to set up a storage unit for both leaves and wood, or if I put it in a splitter, will it automatically separate out correctly?
It will not automatically separate out correctly if you put it in a splitter. There's another type of a splitter you're going to get later which can separate them out, and it's called a smart splitter. For
Ah,
now, you would want to have two separate boxes to two separate ones.
okay, that makes sense.
GTA role playing is a full-time job. Sounds like WoW. Just saying. I don't even know what you're talking about now, so. Two storage boxes to the constructors is not risque. It's just makes sense. You're just reading into things way more than you need to. You're trying to find jokes where there's no jokes. That's what you're doing. There was no, like, fall there. So there's nothing to come back from. I didn't go anywhere.
I need to go 2 and
Reading between the lines when there's no words in there. I know you. There was 100% no words in between any lines there. You're just making stuff up. I would ask B to confirm that, except he would probably just side with you. Because it's just the way he is. It's not cool. Yeah, no, I'm not wrong. I'm just... You do your reading in between the lines, if that's what you need to do to make you sleep at night. But then again, you don't sleep at night, so... Just saying.
Milestone reached. More complex assembly of parts can now be automated. Project assembly parts can now be constructed and sent up via the space elevator. Note: project parts are too complex to produce by hand.
ah.
You spend all day with a 2.5-year-old, so you have to have some time to get weird. I mean, yeah. I imagine. See that? I just sniped all the screws out of that box. Shrink. I've already told you I'm not going to ask that question, and I will repeat it. I am not going to ask him that question. Fine, I will go ahead and ask. Hey B, how does it feel to be overshadowed by your sister? See?
To be overshadowed.
I'm just joking, that's not what he asked. You like where I took that, though? I mean... I don't think my brother liked it. I did not call him short. He's taller than me anyways.
All right. One is leaves, one is wood.
Nice. No, he's taller than me. It wasn't always the case. I'm like 4'3", so who isn't taller than you? You know, I might be 4'3". It just might be. You know, if I agree to that, anybody who's watching this is going to think that I really am 4'3". And if I don't agree to it, well, then they'll still probably think that I'm 4'3". So I'm just gonna say there's a chance that I might be 4'3". I'll just let everybody come to whatever conclusion they want on their own.
I wish there was a way you could like put stuff onto the conveyors. Just drop it onto it.
You can put it in the machine and have it go out the machine.
Yeah, but I got like hundreds of these things.
What do you have hundreds of? Stick them in a box.
The biomass.
Stick them in a box. So you have biomass that you want to go to biofuel, right?
Yeah, there we go. I just
And your constructors make biomass, and then it goes to here. Hold on. Can I change this a little bit?
yeah, go for it.
Watch this. Organization, storage container. So what you do is put a storage container here. And then your next constructor here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't have more concrete, but
I got 101 here.
okay. Do you have any iron plates?
Yeah, there. Also have reinforced iron plates if you need any.
Nope. I mean, yeah, you need a bunch of them, but don't need any for this at least. And then you can put your storage container here at the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a storage box that you can put your biomass in. And then that'll make biofuel. And it'll just go in this box.
Cool. Just as long as I remember which container to put leaves and wood in.
If you forget, just look at your constructors.
Yeah.
I'm not really used to playing this game without like some mods though, and so some of the stuff doesn't work the same way in the base game than like what I'm used to.
Alright, go chop down some trees. .
You're gonna need a lot of trees.
Yeah. Hopefully go to coal pretty quick and then automate that.
Yeah, kind of need to speed up some of your production on some of your other stuff. Now, here in a few, I'll help you speed up some stuff. After I make some stuff. Do y'all have a raft? What do
A
you...
raft.
There's no rafts in this game. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Have you played the game Raft? I've played that game, but I don't think this game has Raft. Yeah. We have Raft. I have Raft. Yeah, I have not loaded up update 8 yet. I'm looking forward to it coming out, so I play it. I just don't really want to do the I kind of want to like at least get through part of the game where I haven't done it before. Like I haven't done nuclear before, and I'm like right at the cusp of doing it now. And yeah. Though we could play Raft, not tonight, but yeah. B, do you have the game Raft?
I do not.
Mm.
Not that I can't get it pretty quick.
Yeah. It's a cute game. I just did tell him that. Well, I did not tell him to get Raft, but he just got this game. I'm not gonna like push to tell him to go buy another game like the day that he just got one game. He hasn't even like hardly like experienced this one yet. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, we can play Raft, but not tonight. You completed the game once. You were in the forest biome. No, he definitely needs more iron nodes. That's for sure. He needs like an iron node per resource, basically.
Dude, I mean, there's iron nodes around. There's just they weren't right there.
Don't worry, Brian. The Cleatluslar is like my personal peanut gallery, so I wouldn't worry too much what he says. He's just talking, and he talks a lot of smack.
Yeah, kind of like a backseat driver.
He is. He is. But I've known him for a very long time, and he's pretty harmless. Just Troll is his like middle name. Front seat driver. It's all good. I don't mind. No, if I didn't know who you were, though, I might actually get offended by some things that you say. But since I know you, nah. Look, see, I'm helping him get through phase 1, get to phase 2.
All over here, just basically just say, "Hey, look, I can chop down trees."
No, I'm making your stuff for your space elevator. You can automate the mats to make this stuff, but I'm just getting you some of the stuff made. I know you do. I'm super, super, super lovable. Yeah, he's got some spaghetti, but I mean, it's his game. If he wants to make spaghetti, he can make spaghetti. What exactly is going on over here? We have two things coming in. Oh, I see what we're doing. Iron rods. Yeah. I'm gonna change some of your stuff.
You go for it. Go top off the bioreactors.
This shouldn't need stuff too much. I didn't take the slug. Oh, no, I have not explained to him the slugs at all. I did pick up a slug for him and I put it in the box, but I haven't said a word about the slugs, but I can. Would you like to know what the slugs are for?
Sure.
B? So the slugs are, you find them in the world, and they're these little bright little slugs, right? They are what they're called, and you pick them up. Like you see that one that's like right, I guess like right next to the base over here.
Yeah.
Well, what you can do is if you make a
Oh yeah, I've seen these.
so you might be able to jump up there. Yeah, apparently you can. So, and then just pick up that slug. And you don't have it unlocked yet because you're gonna unlock it in the MAM. But bring that back and take it to the MAM. And there's another slug that's in this box over here, which I think is also a blue.
All right.
Where'd you put?
You moved my ma'am.
Oh, that was your MAM that you had over there. Okay. I would suggest maybe keeping your MAM near your hub. But
Power slugs.
power slugs. So yeah, you're gonna so you already opened up one. That's
I
what you
need
did.
I need nails is what I need.
Yeah, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna unlock these things. You're gonna be able to scan for slugs with your tool, like you do. I don't think it's like you do with the ore. Oh, look, you can get quartz. But you have like there's an object scanner in game, and you can also see them from kind of a distance. But you're gonna
with
pick up
V.
slugs, and then when you get the slugs, you're gonna turn them into power shards. When you'll notice that on your machines, like, well, not that one, but most of your machines have a slot on them for a oh, it's all locked. When it's unlocked, there'll be a slot on there for the power shards, and you can overclock your machines to do more production.
Ah,
All right, so I am going to.
speaking of machines, do you have any nails?
I have
Like
that many.
20.
I have this
I got
many
like 20.
on the ground. Can't say that there's 20 there.
190 something.
No, more like 12.
Ah, shit. Alright, let me go see if I can make some nails.
All right. I don't have a lot of space here.
There goes. That should be enough.
I'm gonna need more. That's probably not a good angle.
New object added to the object scanner.
How much power you got?
Well, I got two of the individual bioreactors, 4 altogether.
Yeah, I think we're all right. Yeah, so Mr. Imitator says overclocking and even underclocking in some cases are essential to making your factories as efficient as possible. I don't use them a lot early game, but I have them everywhere late game. Yeah, absolutely. Um, like, like everything's kind of a mess when you're just starting out, and but as you kind of start getting going, you'll start making more and more like, I don't know, like nice looking factories as well as like more
Yeah.
efficiently running. And then there's a lot of calculators online too, like that you can use that'll help with some of the math too, like what kind of a node it is, what level of machines you have, how fast is your outputs, etc., etc. Um,
Need to find the mushrooms, apparently.
you need to find mushrooms. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. For the ma'am. Don't worry, you'll run across them. If you bring up the search bar with 0 in game, you can use that as a basic calculator. Like that. Or are you talking about like O and then 4 plus? Does it work as a calculator? Like, well, I just hit the letter O. Uh-huh, you're right. 4 plus 50. And speaking of which, 30 per minute. 30 per minute. I guess there's only gonna be one. It's alright. When he goes to upgrade it, he'll have extras. Let's see, he's probably not gonna need a ton of these then.
Ooh, I found another slug. I
And
don't
this
see any
takes in
mushrooms, so
15. And this takes in 15.
there's a yellow slug, but it looks like it's in green area. It's probably all radiation launch. Yeah, I ain't gonna survive in that.
Forget how slow the Mark 1 miners are. Anyways, this will still work. It'll just be a little overpowered for what he needs right now. And that's probably okay. Oh no. I've stopped all of his production of like everything, so.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's not the prettiest. And it doesn't need to even be this way. Let's see. I'm making spaghetti myself. Spaghetti time. It's pretty spaghetti.
Ooh, I can make power shards. What do the power shards do?
They're used for overclocking. Come over here where I'm at.
Alright, give me a second. I'm just finishing up the concrete stuff that's in my inventory here real quick.
Can you actually overclock anything yet?
Your way.
Well, here, come here. See if you can put it in this. I don't know. I just have a lock.
There.
Put it in this Mark 1. If you can. Can you?
What are you trying to do with Mark 1?
Can you put it in there?
I don't have any options to put it into it.
Okay, then
I
put
didn't
it...
craft one either, so...
No, I don't think you can craft one until you unlock the yellow slug.
Okay.
Because
The yellow slug seems to be
I
in
think-
some like radiation zone.
No. There's a bunch of yellow slugs. You'll find some that are not. I mean, I don't run very fast, but I could probably go grab yellow slugs. I would like a better Xenobasher. I need reinforced plates.
That screw is in regular plates, isn't it?
Yeah. I can make them. I just need a few. There's over 200 slugs total. Yeah. And I think they regen.
I got 9 reinforced plates.
Are you dropping stuff from me, or are you just running by?
And there's some screws.
Thank you. Yeah, 200 slugs is quite a lot. I know I for sure haven't found them all. Alright, so it's gonna be 2 to 3. So one of those to here. And that's coming out right there, so... Oh. Need plates for that too. Alright. Make a few plates. I think I need to make a bunch of them because I really just need to make a craft bench over here. Just in case. Now there are people that are way, way, way better at building factories than me. But I think I do alright. And it's just a game, so. Hmm. Logistics. Iron rods. And screws. So there's more smelters than are technically needed. Oh, and I needed rods. So.
No power just shut off.
Did that just overload your power?
Yeah. Look at building another.
Do you have the mats that you need to make one?
I have everything but pipes. Got everything now.
I would still make some more biomass burners anyways. Well, you're getting going.
Yep, yep.
Now you have a bunch of the screws, but you have no of the rods. So there's this node right here. It's also normal. What was this one? Because that one was only 30. I think that was a normal
Am I
node.
missing concrete? We're Let me go back here. Homer slope. You have all these things here creating screws and no pipes.
Oh, give me a moment. Give me a moment. I am getting pinged from work really quickly. So
Okay.
let me deal with that. I didn't even hear what you said. But yeah, give me a second. I need to finish this really quickly, and then I will figure out what you said and give you my full attention for a minute. But yeah, give me one moment so that I can just deal with this really
Yeah.
quickly. I am almost done dealing with work.
Alright.
I'm not going to go into what it is that work's pinging me about, but just that it's work related. All right, so you have plenty of screws that are now going into the box. So now you need and that's an impure node. That's why it was only 30. So that's a 60 node. So it's just going to need 2 smelters. And then those are each going to smelt. I think it's 30 a piece. Yeah, 30 a piece. And then the constructors are going to make 15 per minute. So 2 smelters, 4 constructors. And that'll be your iron rods. I've got a to-do list on my screen. Second.
Yeah, the rods is the thing I'm running short on. I'll come to bed when I'm ready to come to bed. Thank you. Can you not turn the light off on me? Thank you.
Alright, I think that might be ramping down now.
What?
I think that might be ramping down now. I get questions sometimes in the middle of the night from work, so I just have to deal with that when it happens. I almost got everything. Gonna get some iron rods moving for you as well. So
Alright.
so basically what I'm doing is, so each of the nodes has a certain if you put a miner on top of a node, right? That and you click on the miner and you take a look at it, it says that it's going to be pulling, X amount per minute, right? And depending on the type of a node, if it's an impure node, a regular node, a pure node, that number is going to be a little bit different. Each smelter can handle 30 per minute at an MK1. So if it's an
Yeah.
impure node, then it's one smelter. If it's, which I did 4 smelters here, which was not necessary. So I can actually do this, because that's not even necessary. But so an impure node will do 30, which is basically one smelter. And but I'm gonna go ahead and leave 2, because if you overclock that smelter, then it'll use the second, or it'll use the third, I should say, or no, the second. Um, and then those will go into the constructors, and the constructors will they do 15 per minutes on the rod. So if you've got 30 per minute coming out and they handle 15, you need 2, right? And then those, so there's 15 coming out, so 30, and then the other ones handle 10 apiece. So you need 3 constructors to do the screws, and that's
Yeah.
how the screws are. So essentially, all of the machines from that node should be pretty much busy most all of the time, except for one of your smelters will be shutting on and off. The other machines will be working like full time. They shouldn't have a backlog unless if you fill the box. And if you leave the game running long enough, you will fill that box. But that should start loading enough screws in there that you start getting like an excess of screws. Now with
Yeah.
the iron rods, I'm gonna do kind of the same thing, where I'm going to bring out power here to this
Mhm.
um, miner, and it's going to do 60, and then I'm going to set up constructors or smelters to handle 60, so that's going to be 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
Um, and then I'm going to take those from there, and I'm going to start turning them into rods, and then put those rods into a bucket as well too. And
Okay.
that's how you can kind of start. And as you get things that like make your stuff better, the math on these things will change.
Yeah.
So at some time you may want to come out here and like redo these, because it won't be the same anymore. I don't know what to do there. I'm just gonna put it further out, and then And so there's always kind of this, like, you know, like, you can always go in and, like, optimize your factory to do better.
Yeah.
And, yeah, give me a second. I'm getting some pings. That's what the beeps are coming over the computer on.
If you have a poor node, you can have two assemblers, huh?
The impure node?
Yeah.
The impure node would most likely be one smelter, two constructors. Let me just double check this really quickly. 15 a minute. And 30 per minute, so that's 4 constructors. I'm just gonna go. There's another node over here too. I don't like this. Hold on. I don't want to override that node. So I think maybe... Alright. Little spaghetti. Missing some plates. Alright. I think I'm forgetting things. Yeah, like more plates. Okay. Yeah. Shouldn't need many of those though, but hopefully there's a few plates here. But you kind of get the idea of what it is I'm
Yeah.
doing to try to get your production up.
Yeah.
If you have your nodes kind of like specialize what it is that they're getting, then what you'll do is you'll end up bringing in your resources and then kind of centralizing those. And instead of trying to make like one node that kind of does it all, because really what you're doing there is you're just splitting out the resources like a lot, and then you're just not going to get very much.
Yeah.
And you need a lot of resources in order to build things, right? So you want those resources in buckets, as well as plenty of resources for building other things automatically. And so to get you some iron rods kind of flowing here. Now this area that you started in has a lot of resources. So a lot of nodes. A lot of them are not like pure nodes, but there's a lot of nodes.
Yeah.
So we should be getting a lot of rods now. I think it was this one. Little spaghetti, but you should be getting a bunch of rods in boxes now. And they should be flowing pretty well in there. So now you'll need to do something similar with the plates and the other things as well.
This over here.
Where are you at? What I would also do is try to do your manufacturing of your base materials like kind of close to your nodes. Instead of shipping all the ore in, either ship in supplies or ship in ingots. I'm just saying. But let's see what you've got here. So yes, like this. And what are you making, plates?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
hold
this
on.
was an impure node, so I did 2 smelters.
Okay, so it's going to be 30 per minute on an impure node. So 30 per minute is going to be 2 constructors, which is correct. to plates, to a merger, to a box. Yeah, that's good. Now you have your copper split up as well. Your copper is not optimal because I think you got a
I
better
got a
node.
ton of it.
Yeah, you'll want to split up your copper as well.
Yeah. I have it split between 2 smelters right now.
Yeah. So you're getting 60 per node. And that's enough for your smelters. But your ingots, so like this one for example, this smelter is pushing out 30 per minute, but this constructor is only handling 15. So
Yeah.
you need 2 constructors right here making wires instead of 1. And on this side, it's the same thing, 30 per minute. And then you need 2 constructors here as well.
Yeah.
And then that's going to make, that'll be 60 per minute between the other one. And then this is making 30. So you'll need 2 constructors with cable as well.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it gets way more complicated.
Yeah. The concrete is slow as molasses.
That's also not optimal as well too. But I need a few more like mats to really start like. Let me grab some more stuff.
Problem is that it's making concrete faster than what the rig is producing at.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I've been going through and kind of topping it off every so
what
often.
you do is you hit your V button, and you say, "I want limestone."
Yeah, it's
And there's a limestone node, 200 this way.
Oh, I see it.
So you run over here. I don't have a portable miner on me. But you run over here, and you plop your thing right down on this thing right here. Do you have the mats for it?
I don't have the miner, and then I'm missing what am I missing? I'm missing a couple of things. Miner. I need the 5 concrete and the miner.
Hold on. Here's a miner. And you said you need 5 concrete?
Yeah.
I don't remember how to split stacks, but there's 168 of them.
Here's half of it.
What's the button for splitting stack?
Right click.
I tried that.
Placement invalid.
Well, is there something there that you have to hit? Try rotating it.
Oh, there.
Alright, so this one is going to get 30 per minute. And then all you need is constructors, right?
Yeah, and I'll pipe power over to it.
Concrete. It'll do 45 per minute. This is 30 per minute. You only need one. You can take that wherever you want it to go. But, oh. Sneaky, sneaky. Guess what I just got?
What?
A yellow sluggy. A yellow power slug. Didn't you need one of those for the ma'am?
Yeah, I think believe so.
Mm-hmm. You also need 25 rotors, but here you go. There's a yellow power slug in the box. And guess what? You want to do something cool?
Hang on. We got the piping now.
Okay, well, come over to this space elevator as soon as you're done with that.
Just finished it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, when you're going to come over here. You're gonna click on it, and
Okay.
you're gonna seal and load it, and then you're gonna look up and you're gonna watch the space elevator.
I sealed it.
Did you load it and ship it?
Sealed.
Yeah, you gotta 2 turns
Done.
down. Chink chink. There you go. And now watch the space elevator. Pew!
Cool. So how did you fill that thing with the metal things, or does it just do it over time?
I did it. I just dropped them in the slot. So, like, here. Here, hold on.
Oh,
Look.
okay, I see. It shows you how to craft it.
Look. Take those.
Mhm.
And then put them in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how I did it. I made them in over here. So I'll show you what I did. Because obviously you didn't have it all automated, right?
Mhm.
So one of the things you can do is if you want to make something, but you don't have, like, so it takes the inputs, right? But if you don't have
Yeah.
the things in it, you can set down an assembler or a manufacturer or anything that doesn't take like a liquid, basically.
Yeah.
You can set them down, and you can just put the things in them, and it'll make them.
Oh, okay.
And so that's how I made those. Now you're gonna need like 500, so you're gonna need to automate those. Um, but what I would suggest is because these are
So I'll need one to make iron plates, and then go from iron plates to
yeah, what
and one to make rotors.
what I would suggest is I would make I would not necessarily split your pipes from what you're loading your boxes from.
Mhm.
You might want to go get like two more, like one or two more nodes, and just have these made from that node, and then
Yeah.
ship these in.
Oh,
Now,
yeah, it makes sense.
you can kind of do it however you want, but if you like it's really good to have like your nodes kind of like as optimal as possible. But with that said, doing plating on a node isn't a bad thing. You just have to set it up a little differently. So instead of
Yeah.
putting these things in boxes, you would be making everything for plates. But then you still might have some spares. And so there's this thing called the awesome sink as well too, which you don't have yet. But so what's eventually going to happen is these boxes are going to like fill, right? And the boxes will fill and
Yeah.
you can't put any more in there. Well, you can start routing things to a sink, and the sink is basically like it's a ticket reward system where you basically you put things in it, and then it gives you these like tickets that you can use to like purchase things,
Yeah.
and that's what you'll do with some of your spare stuff. Now, a lot of your like tier 1 craft stuff isn't really going to go into the sink right away. Um, but you'll want to, like, when you find a raw quartz node and you start bringing that thing over,
Hmm.
you're going to want the sink. And I know there's quartz. It's a long ways away. Yeah, I was going to say I think it's like that way, but I think I know which nodes it's saying.
I saw a quartz node when I was out
Mm,
exploring.
did you? I mean, maybe if you traveled far enough. I know where coal is. It's close to here.
Yeah.
You've got coal nodes, like, right there.
Yeah, see, I have a raw quartz thing here. Pretty sure I saw one. There's one over here when I pinged for it.
How are your fuels doing? They're okay.
Nope, I found a quartz. 1,800,
Yeah, they're a long
2,000.
ways away.
That's a long ways away.
It's not that big of a deal, but yeah. When you get to vehicles, it's really not that bad. On foot, I mean, maybe a little bit, but
Alright, now we're making concrete.
Is the concrete coming in much quicker now?
Well, it doubled the amount.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Might be able to unlock the vehicles. 200 of those. Gonna need those.
Yeah. So 200 pipes and 100 cables.
Yeah, I got those. Gotta make those frames and the rotors too, though. A 100 rotors. You can add to to-do list.
25 rotors for the power shard. Equal rotors.
I'm almost done making the rotors. You're probably gonna need some spare rotors too, just to make the vehicle, but
Yeah.
alright, that's 100 rotors. Modular frames, gonna need reinforced iron plates and iron rods. So, I'll see what I can make.
Excuse me.
Do you work tomorrow, or are you off?
I have a mandatory meeting tomorrow.
A mandatory meeting.
Oh, well, that's more like a training than a meeting, but
This sounds like fun.
yeah. It's a confidential, like, information training thing.
Well, you don't need to tell me about it.
Yeah.
I don't need to know nothing. Ooh. 5 of those. All right.
I might have to top up when I get ready to go. Top up all these bioreactors and just let it run until it stops running.
Mm-hmm. As long as you have some biofuel in your inventory so that you can take your chainsaw out, you should be fine, because then you just run your chainsaw when you get back on, and you can fill them back up.
Yeah.
Just make sure you have enough on you that you can do that. If you run these things for as long as you can, you should have you should get a good amount of resources. So then you can get some stuff done. But at least in the beginning, I mean, it kind of depends. Like you can grab resources, go out to other nodes, and just start shipping in more and more supplies, and
Yeah.
like you can kind of solve like your resource problem that way. Or you can like let the game run for a long time, and I mean that'll help as well too. It just kind of depends on how you want to play the game. The more resources you bring in, the easier it's going to be to, make some of the higher level stuff, though. I would definitely say expand out and get stuff from other places. And don't try to centralize all of your manufacturing within 5 feet of your hub.
Yeah.
You'll end up wanting to. It doesn't really matter right now, because you can drop foundations down all over the map. You can make multiple levels. You can put walls up. You can put you can do these little elevator things that bring your resources up and down, and I mean you can move things around as you want and multi-tier your base and everything, and so you're going to be able to build however you want, and you will probably go through and like reorganize a lot of this stuff many times. So there's always something to do and something to improve in this game.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is whenever I build on a node, I'll just everything that you can manufacture, just do it right there at the node, and then just have the finished product shipped in.
Yeah, you will need to combine those products and make more things, but you'll get there. Just a couple more of those frames. The vehicles are pretty cool too. Like you can put up like dock ports, basically docks
Hmm.
ports. You can put docks down basically, and then uh, you can like program the vehicles to do a path, and then the vehicles they have to have like fuel in them and whatnot, but or biofuel or whatever fuel you're using, um, and the vehicles will run the path and they will pick up and drop off like resources as they go. Uh, Trucks do it. Um, Trains do it. Drones do it.
Oh, I researched the yellow power slug.
Nice. Now you can make power shards, and
Hmm.
when you make a power shard, you're probably gonna want to put it in this miner, right here, because you've got the well, it doesn't have to be this one. Nah, it doesn't have to because I did reduce the things. But when you get the shard, you can boost up some of your stuff so then it brings in more.
Yeah.
But you also want to make sure that you're double checking, you know, how many uh how much resources are you making? How many constructors are you using? You know, because you might want to reoptimize.
Yeah.
But at some point in the game, you're gonna end up with like power shards and a lot of things to speed them up, and it's gonna make a big difference with some of them. It might not seem to make a big difference when it comes to like wires and bars and things, but it does make a big difference when you're working on some of the harder crafting stuff. There's your vehicles.
Milestone reached. Long-range transportation, as well as the construction of outposts, is now encouraged. Vehicle stations have built-in functionality to refuel and restock or collect parts.
Oh, I'm gonna. So, if you go into your build, I don't know if you've figured this out, but if you go into your
Again,
build
I got a
menu,
couple power shards here.
yeah, you can kind of use them wherever you want, but if you go into your build menu with Q, right,
Hmm.
and you find something that you want to build, there's a plus sign on it. If you click that plus sign, it's gonna get added to your build to-do list, and then
Yeah.
you can click it multiple times and add them, or you can edit your to-do list and you can add as many as you want, and it'll give you like a list of like all the supplies that you need for that particular thing to build. So then you don't have to question kind of what you're running around and you're getting.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you knew that, so
So where do you put the power shards at?
what you do with the power shards, like so for example, this is an Imperial node, right? On this guy right here.
Hmm.
What you would do is you'd open it up and you should be able to put the power shards inside him. I can't seem to see power shards in that thing. Or
Yeah, it
this
doesn't
thing.
give me any options for power shards.
Maybe it's not fully unlocked yet. I thought it would be when it said power shards. Maybe you can just make them. Oh, that's what it is. So here, give me one of your power shards. Here it is. Now look at one of the machines.
Wait, wait on. How do you do that with the power shards?
I just researched that other node that was in here that required a power slug, the one on the right. Overclock production under power slugs.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah, and then you put the shard in there, and then what it'll do is, and then you move the bar to overclock the machine, and it'll increase the amount of production that that machine does, and you might have to add like a constructor or something to it in order to meet the production, but that's how you do it.
Ah,
Pretty cool, huh?
indeed. I'll put one in this one here. This one's slow as hell. Oop.
And so yeah, that's your power shards, and there's lots and lots and lots of them on the map. So you'll be able to find many slugs and make a lot of power shards.
And there's different colored power shards, looks like.
There's different colored slugs, and the different slugs will make a different number of shards. So for example, if you get a blue slug, it'll make one shard. A yellow slug will make two shards. A purple slug, I think, will make four.
Ah,
Um, and they tend to have creatures around them that are in scaling difficulty of the type of slug as well too. So if you see a purple slug, just note that you're probably going to have one of the bigger monsters to deal with. Now, none of them are that difficult.
yeah.
The
Here's a blue one.
the hogs can be like avoided and stuff. Like you can kind of jump around and stuff. They're not that bad. I tend to get smacked in the face a bit, but they're not that bad. And it's mostly just because I'm goofing off when I'm like messing with them. I can dodge them. They're not that hard. Terrain sometimes makes a difference, or if there's like if you get in a situation where there's like three of them, that can be kind of a pain. But it's not.
Yeah.
They're not that bad, and you're gonna get better weapons as you go too. So they get easier to kill as well too. So with this little Xeno Zapper that you have, it's a little difficult to kill them because you got to hit them a bunch of times. But you get this Xeno Basher, and it's way easier.
Apparently, I can't get up here to get this slug.
You could put a foundations down, ramps down. You can put a a conveyor belt. Yeah, there's a bunch of different.
Conveyor belts.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different like creative ways that you can like wiggle your way up to slugs. You're also gonna find some other stuff in the game too that you're gonna want to pick up as well too. I won't spoil that too much, but there's other stuff, and I'm not gonna say they do anything really, but there's some cool effects when you get around some other things that happen. Maybe they do something in update 8. I don't really know. But here you go. Here, where are you?
It's like
Biofuel.
thinking about turn this into a shard, and then I can speed up the concrete production a little bit more.
All right. There, did you see what I made?
No, where you at? Tractor?
Mm-hmm.
What does a tractor do? Little trees?
I'll just go take it for a spin. It's got a little workbench in the back. Oh, wait. Hold on before you go. There. Do not drive into the green goo, because... And I don't believe it collects anything when you run over things, so... But you can use the tractor to, don't go towards the poison plants.
Tractor to do what?
Explore more of the map. Just make sure you have plenty of fuel in it. I put 100 in there, so it's got a little bit.
Node path? That's a node. Ooh, there's a big old waterfall over there.
More limestone.
Where are mushrooms at?
Um... like the woods.
You'd think with it being a tractor that you could you should be able to drive over stuff and harvest stuff.
You could drive over monsters. It doesn't kill them though. It's just really funny.
More limestone. Looks like we can drop off.
There's coal down there. You can put a there's coal and yeah. You can put power plants in that water right there. You're gonna run me over. Oh, it's bad at jumping.
Over here, come forward a little bit where it's a little flat.
Yeah, it was fine. I made it. It just took me like 18 attempts.
Okay. Whee.
You can drive it down there. It won't hurt it.
It's a cliff.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. See a big scary cat?
It looks like it just hurts us more than the rig.
Didn't hurt me. Did it hurt you?
Well, yeah, I'm at like half health.
Oh. Well, I think you're...
Whoa, what the?
game physics. That'll probably hurt. I don't have anything that like helps with my jumping.
Well, there's a rock here.
Yeah. There's also a monster right there. I'm running this way. Let me get on the rock.
I can move closer to the.
No, I got it. When you have like Blade Runners, it gets easier. Because you could jump up there much quicker.
If it came out of nowhere. Alright, so what I want to do, I wanted to put a shard in the concrete conductors. Oh, now we're cooking with gas. Got lots of stuff.
Alright, well, I'm going to empty my bags into your boxes and kind of put things away so that you have access to at least anything good that, I had in my bags.
Yeah.
And I'm going to end up calling it a night because I want to get a little bit of sleep tonight. The only thing that I have in my bags now is just a little teeny tiny bit of basically some ingots and some raw mats. It's nothing important. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna crash and stream and call it a night. So I hope you have a good night, and I hope that everybody that's watching my stream has a fantastic night as well. And I will probably be back on tomorrow night, maybe a little earlier than tonight, but Yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching and conversing with me. And yeah, good night.
All right. Talk to you later.
Yeah, later.